Hello, my friends. Welcome to Thursdays at 3. I am Annika Spalding. I'm the Community Relations Director here at the Amarillo Little Theater. And this is Thursdays at 3, a weekly live show where I come to you and tell you about all the things happening at ALT. And it's a very exciting day here at the Little Theater. It is May 2nd, and it's another opening, another show here at the Little Theater. Spamalot. Begins preview night tonight, and this place is a buzz with excitement. We may be doing some last minute, touch-ups to the set because we want everything to be perfect. So you might hear the lift here and there, some things happening on the stage, but it's just because we want to make everything perfect for you guys. We're going to talk about that here in just a little bit. We are so excited about this show. I personally cannot wait to see it. I'm so excited, and we're going to speak with a couple cast members later on in the show, so stick around for that. But first, I want to share something kind of exciting with you that our managing artistic director, Jason Crespin, posted earlier this week. Look at this. Oh my gosh. He posted this on Tuesday, but this was from Monday, 25 years ago on April 29th. Jason made his ALT debut in West Side Story. He says, "Who knew that auditioning for that show would change my life forever, from a 15-year-old playing a shark gang member to the managing artistic director of the same theater." Pretty crazy to think about. Isn't that amazing? I love that post. We're so happy to have Jason here. And while we're speaking about Jason, I thought maybe we would bring on a special guest to share a special announcement with us today. Please welcome our managing artistic director, Jason Crespin, who's a little bit tired from Hell Week of Spamalot. Oh, Jason, are you with us? Jason.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody.
Clear.
Yeah, exactly. I joked that I needed to put Vaseline on my camera to make it look that I'm fully rested and ready to go.
How are you?
Hey, yes, I have a fun special announcement. That's so sweet that you shared that photo. I wanted to say, huge, of course, shout out to Alan Shankles, Lauren Strickland, and Ann Linkford. Those were the three directors, choreographers, and music director of West Side Story that many years ago. Oh. Fun fact, Sean Walsh, who's choreographing, we all know and love Sean Walsh, has been in many shows at ALT, is choreographing, of course, Spamalot. Him and I rumbled against each other.
Oh my gosh.
In West Side Story. So it was fun to be full circle 25 years later, still creating magic. Yeah.
I love that.
Okay, but yes, I was gluing some stuff, so I didn't hear the beginning of your thing. Annika, have you talked at all about what shipment we got in today? For the theater? No, okay. So when you guys come to the theater, we just want to let you know, hot off the presses, just going to give a little sneak peek. That's all I'm going to give you of ALT's calendar. That's right, ALT season calendar. That's all you're getting. That's all you're getting. You're going to have to come see the calendar. But in the calendar, you will see on June 8th, that's right, this June 8th, we have an ALT special event. In the past, of course, we've brought in Broadway stars. We've done local productions, tons of different things. So this year, in fact, this was what I was hoping to do last year, but then it got sidelined a little bit just because we had some new hires and some things with the theater that needed to take more of my attention. So this year we're doing it. So I'm here to announce on June 8th, you don't have to mark your calendar. You just got to pick up your ALT calendar because it already has it on it. We will have our own special event here at ALT that is entitled ALT's Leading Ladies. That's right, ALT's Leading Ladies. Very excited about it. We're going to have an amazing concert. Jennifer Akins and I, we've been a little bit busy with Spamalot, but we're working on getting all those details. But we're going to have basically a I'm going to put up the graphic there. There it is. Boom. Leading Ladies of ALT. Saturday, June 8th, 8 o'clock, of course, at the Alan Shankles main stage. We're going to be bringing back some of ALT's favorites to come back and sing some songs, maybe some songs that they have yet to sing on our ALT stage. It's going to be an amazing event. If you think about past shows like Shauna Smith, Devlon Jones, Chuck Alexander, some of those, we did Magical Moments of ALT several years back, where we brought back performances from 10 years and things like that. So it's going to be a mixture of things. We're working out all the details, but just put it on your books, plan ahead. You'll be able to see tons of information coming up. Leading Ladies, ALT concert, June 8th, 8 o'clock. It's going to be fantastic.
Yay! So exciting. Definitely get tickets for the special event and support the theater. It's going to be a really fun night. And Jason, I'm so grateful.
there'll be some sort of party afterwards, I'm sure, some sort of dance and some.
Oh,
It's just gonna be
you
a
know how
fun
to
night.
party at ALT.
Yeah, we know how to do it. So
I'm gonna party it up. Yeah. But you can't party right now. You need to leave. You need to go bye-bye because you've got a very busy day. I'm just grateful that you joined us at all, Jason. Thank you for
yeah,
popping in.
thanks so much. I'll see y'all next week, hopefully.
Bye. Oh no,
We
I
both get removed.
and you're okay, I'll let you do it. Okay, bye. Oh my gosh, so exciting. Make sure to get your tickets for the ALT special event, the Leading Ladies of ALT. That is going to be a really fun night. But let's get back to talking about Spamalot. Okay, tickets for tonight's show are buy one, get one free. How do you go wrong with that? That is such a great deal. And students, for the record, are always buy one, get one free. So call our box office at 806-355-9991 or go to our website at amarillo-littletheater.org to get your tickets. You definitely want to see this hilarious show. So don't miss out. Do not miss out. We also have tickets available for this Saturday night. So spend your weekend laughing your butts off with us. I mean, why not? It's going to be so much fun. It's going to be so great. And while we're talking about getting your tickets, ALT season tickets are available for purchase right now. I know it's early, but go ahead and snag them now because look at our 97th season. If you haven't seen it already, this is such an incredible season of theater. Look at these shows. It really runs the gamut of content. You're going to love it so much. Our community is so full of talent, and this season you are not going to want to miss. And it's such a great deal. You get to support the theater, and you're saving money on tickets by getting season tickets. If you're planning on seeing most or all of the shows at ALT, season tickets are definitely the way to go. Here are some of those season ticket packages for you. These are the upper level season ticket packages. You get a tax deductible contribution. You get to reserve your tickets earlier than even other members of ALT, which is really nice. That angel package in particular is a really great value. And then here are the smaller season ticket packages, which are also fantastic, depending on what your needs are. These are definitely a great way to go. You can call our box office and speak with Joe and Lissa to go ahead and get your season tickets, but I highly recommend because this season is going to be epic. Cindy Klaus says, already have season tickets. Yay, Cindy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for getting your season tickets. We are so glad that you did. Let's keep moving on because we've got a ton of stuff to talk about, and I've got to get to my interview with the stars of Spamalot, and you don't want to miss that either. Academy camp registration is just around the corner beginning Monday, May 13th at 10 a.m. You can peruse the available camps that are going to be available this summer on our website at amarillo-littletheater.org/academy. Camps are such a great way to learn about our academy and just kind of how we put shows together. Plus, you get to meet really cool people, make new friends, and have a really great time over the summer. So don't miss out on ALT camps. They are so much fun. And while we're talking about the Academy, we want to cordially invite you to the Academy's Ghost Light Gala happening at the Adventure Space. Yes, you heard that correctly. It's at the Adventure Space this year, not the main stage, on Wednesday, May 15th, with the Senior Paparazzi Parade beginning at 7:15 p.m. If you haven't seen the Senior Paparazzi Parade, it is so cool. They arrive in a limo. We literally roll out the red carpet for them. They get to walk the red carpet at 7:15, and then the gala begins at 7:30. Here is all the information you need to know. If you are an Academy kid and want to come to the Ghostlight Gala, please do. It's so much fun. Get all dressed up and have a great time with the Academy. And of course, the Academy has all of this information posted on their social media accounts. It's just a really fun night honoring the hard work of our Academy students and our instructors, and of course, our graduating seniors, which we hate to say goodbye to. So come out and join us. It's going to be a really great night that you will not want to miss. There's so much at ALT that you don't want to miss. That is just one of the many things. And if you're interested, if you're an Academy student and you are interested in auditioning for the summer musical, actually the first show of ALT's 97th season, The Lightning Thief, be on the lookout for that audition packet, which is going to go live really soon. You do not want to miss that. It has not been posted yet, but it will be very soon. So be on the lookout for that. You're definitely not going to want to miss that. Okay, let's just keep it going here. Volunteer opportunities. Volunteer opportunities. This is posted on our Warrior page. I believe it's also posted on our regular social media accounts. Here are the volunteer opportunities that that we need at ALT this week, mostly ushering and concessions. We are in, Lissa just told me this about an hour ago, we are in huge need of ushering and concessions help for tomorrow, for Friday night, for Spamalot. And we could use one more for tonight and one more for Saturday if you're available. So if you have an hour or two to give to us, we would so appreciate it. Make sure to RSVP to Lissa, our box office manager, at lissa@amarillo-littletheater.org, or you can speak to her by calling our box office at 806-355-9991. If you can help us out, that would be so, so great. We are in need, again, of ushering and concessions help for tomorrow, for Friday night. But if you're not available Friday night, we could use one more for Thursday, for tonight. That's tonight and Saturday. So if you're available to help, that would be so very nice, and we would be so grateful. Let's talk about our evening of new plays that happened this past Saturday night at the Adventure Space. This was Terry Wilson's playwriting class from this semester, and they each wrote six, well, not each, they didn't each write 6 plays, but altogether there were 6 10-minute plays that were performed, that were read essentially on the stage. And then there was a talkback session afterward where they all got to talk about their plays that they'd written. It was such a huge success. Jason sent me this of the people attending that. So exciting. And then here is the cast of readers who read from the shows. It was such a fun night, and we're so grateful to everyone who agreed to read these plays, who participated, and of course to the playwriting class for participating in that. Such a great evening and such a cool concept, such a cool way to, promote your writing. So congrats to all the people who took Terry's class, and hopefully we can do that again next season. Wouldn't that be fun? Let's move on to our volunteer of the week. Okay, our volunteer of the week is really going to be no surprise to people. It's Amy Pritchard. Congratulations to Amy Pritchard on being our volunteer of the week. According to our technical director, Noah Lang, and managing artistic director, Jason Crespin, Amy painted all the grout work, stone, and brickwork on our Spamalot walls on Saturday and Sunday, and did a brilliant job. The set designer, David Walsh, painted one section of wall for calendar photos, and Amy continued that section, and it looked like it was done by one person instead of 2. So congratulations to Amy Pritchard. That is a skill that not many people have. So we are very, very proud of you. Thank you so much for all that you do for ALT. And come see her son, Sean, in Spamalot, who does an amazing job from what I hear. Okay, let's get to some breaking Broadway news. Okay, we do have some very, very breaking Broadway news. But before I get to that, Kaylin says, congratulations, Amy. And Kaylin, thank you for all that you do for ALT too. You are another ALT warrior. Thank you for watching Thursdays at 3. And thank you for your comment. We're so grateful that you're watching. Okay, the Tony nominations have been announced. Okay. A play called Stereophonic, which is about a fictional 1970s rock band on the cusp of superstardom as they kind of struggle to record their album, and a musical called Hell's Kitchen, which features new music and of course iconic songs by Alicia Keys, are leading the pack of nominations. But I'm going to give you a little bit of info about that just because I feel like, our theater community should know kind of what's happening in the Broadway world. And it's kind of nice to know what's going on, especially if you decide to watch the Tony Awards. And then now I'll give you a little leg up. You'll kind of know what's happening. Here are the nominees for Best Musical. Congratulations to Hell's Kitchen, Illinois, The Outsiders, Suffs, and Water for Elephants. So exciting for them. Best Actor in a Musical. Brody Grant for The Outsiders, Jonathan Groff in Merrily We Roll Along, Brian D.R.C. James for Days of Wine and Roses, Dorian Harewood for The Notebook, and Eddie Redmayne for Cabaret. Best Actress in a Musical, nominated for Leading Actress in a Musical are Eden Espinosa for Lempicka, Malia Joy Moon for Hell's Kitchen, Marianne Plunkett for The Notebook, Kelly O'Hara for Days of Wine and Roses, and Gail Rankin for Cabaret. Of course, Kelly O'Hara is a friend of ALT, so we're very, very excited for her nomination. And I didn't want to list them all because there are so many, but I do want to mention, this is important, that Leslie Kritzer was nominated for Best Featured Actress in a Musical for her performance of Lady of the Lake in the revival of Spamalot, which feels particularly timely for us. So I had to mention Leslie. Congratulations to her. Let's talk about Best Actress in a Play nominees. Betsy Adam for Prayer for the French Republic, Jessica Lange for Mother Play, Rachel McAdams for Mary Jane. I love that Rachel McAdams is nominated, and The Notebook is also nominated. I think that's very fun. Sarah Paulson for Appropriate, and Amy Ryan for Doubt. If you zoom in on Amy Ryan, you may not recognize her in that photo from Doubt, but that's the Amy Ryan that was in The Office. Just saying. She looks incredible. The makeup they did on her is wild. And nominated for Best Actor in a Play are William Jackson Harper for Uncle Vanya, Leslie Odom Jr. for Pearly Victorious, a non-Confederate romp through the cotton patch. Say that 10 times fast. Liev Schreiber for Doubt, Jeremy Strong for An Enemy of the People, and Michael Stuhlbarg for Patriots. 8 shows that opened this season were left empty-handed on Tony Awards nomination day. Just so you know, in the 2023-24 Broadway season, 39 shows opened. Of those 39 shows, 8 did not receive any nominations. That's so heartbreaking. They were Once Upon a One More Time, How to Dance in Ohio, Harmony, The Heart of Rock and Roll, The Cottage, The Shark is Broken, I Need That, and The Wiz. I'm really surprised about The Wiz because this is the first major new Broadway staging of the musical since its 1975 original production. And I just wish that it would have gotten nominated. Okay, but that's your update on Breaking Broadway News. It's all about the Tony Awards. So if you decide to watch the Tony Awards, now you have a little bit of info on it. But you've waited long enough. Let's welcome my guests for today, stars of Spamalot, Gabe Scherman and Brooks Boyett. Hello, my friends.
Hello.
Hello. How are you guys doing? Are you exhausted?
A little bit. Already.
A little bit. Tell us a little bit about how the week has been for you guys and for the cast.
Gabe, you can go first.
Fast-paced, moving, bringing lots of elements into place, putting all the pieces together, getting the costumes, just all the things coming together, just clicking. And but it's been fun. It's been fun.
Yeah, there are over 100 costumes in this show. One among the 21 of us. 21. So
Wild.
Yeah, there's a lot of figuring out the choreography of costume changes has been, I think, one of the bigger challenges. That and all the set pieces. And so, yeah, it's been a learning experience, and I think we've learned, and we're ready for tonight.
I'm so glad to hear that. Before we move on, Carla Fristo says, yay, Amy, she's so talented. Congratulations again to Amy Pritchard for being our volunteer of the week. And Malia Baker says, Gabe and Brooks are phenomenal in this show, a perfect duo.
Oh, thanks, Malia.
From your classmate, Malia. Okay, Gabe, can you tell us who you play in the show and what he's all about?
I play King Arthur. He's all about finding the Holy Grail, and bless his heart, he just keeps hitting stumbling blocks along the way, but he keeps persevering, and he's got Patsy, keep him rolling. So it's I'm just not going to say anything because one little comment may be a spoiler. I want to keep it fresh so everybody can come and just.
Makes sense to me. Brooks, can you tell us who you play and what he's all about?
Yeah, primarily I play Patsy, who is King Arthur's horse. I guess his horse servant pretends to be his horse. If you've seen Monty Python's Holy Grail, you know what a horse does. It involves coconuts making the sound of a horse. So, and then all the leads, we play different characters. So I'll also appear as a mayor, and I'll be a guard, and Patsy wears some other costumes throughout the night. So I stay busy.
Okay. Your castmate Hugh Fristo says, I can tell you that from last night, it feels like a show for sure. The costumes, the wigs, and more importantly, the people. It's going to be a great time.
Yes.
I have no doubt about that, Hugh. Thank you for your comment. And Barb says, Gabe, bringing your first theater teacher. She is excited, but will have a fit of you mention her name.
Oh, wow.
That's amazing. I love that.
Thanks, Barb. When?
And go ahead.
No, I was just asking when.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let us know when for sure. And Travis Tidmore says, don't let Brooks lie to you. He's barely on stage. He mostly just sits in the back with a crew member pointing a fan at him. He's kind of a diva,
sure.
actually.
Yeah.
If
Very
anyone
true.
knows Brooks, diva is definitely the first word that comes to mind.
I will say,
sure.
I wish I had a fan pointed at me. It's May. My costume is made of burlap, and I wear a pleather hat the whole time and carry a backpack, so it's warm. I could use
I bet you were dying last night. It was so hot yesterday.
Everybody's hot and sweaty, so it's just a part of it's a part of the deal.
Okay, and Barb says May 12th.
Great.
May 12th, Gabe's first theater teacher will be in attendance. That's so exciting. Okay,
she started it all.
I love that. And here you are. How old were you when you had your first, theater teacher?
15 or 16.
Oh my gosh, that is so exciting.
Yeah.
And Malia says the costumes are so hot, but look amazing on stage.
Yeah. Malia has to wear one that's pretty. There's some costumes that are pretty. They'll make you warm. I know it.
I am so intrigued and excited. Okay, so full disclosure to everyone watching, Gabe and Brooks already know this. I have never seen Monty Python in any capacity. I've never seen Spamalot. I've never seen the Holy Grail. I've never seen anything. And I know nothing about the show. So I know there are people out there like me. So what can people like me expect going in to see the show?
Yeah. As one thing, I encouraged Annika to go watch Monty Python's The Holy Grail just to kind of get an idea for what jokes you're going to have. It's just silly, I guess would be the best. Absurdist humor, British absurdist humor is what it is. Funny voices and puns, and there's just things in this that there's numerous times I've turned to Gabe during rehearsal and I just say, this is so dumb. In the best possible way. I thought this was the funniest movie. I thought it was the funniest movie I'd ever seen when I was 14 years old. And I still feel that way a long time later. It's still my favorite comedy. And Spamalot brings in all those elements, but also makes fun of musicals. It's a musical with beautiful numbers and dances, but the lyrics it makes fun of musicals. It's great. When you have a song called The Song That Goes Like This, they're going to be good.
I love that. So it's not a think piece.
No.
Safe to
No.
No thinking required.
It's a sit down and just enjoy. I mean, it's not intriguing. I mean, it's just,
who doesn't need that these days?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We all need to smile. We all need to smile and a laugh these days, and that's all this is just smile and just silliness.
I love it. So whether or not you come prepared, having seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail, just come in expecting a stupid good time.
yes.
Yeah, and another thing I like that's similar to the movie is we have a big ensemble, but the principals in Monty Python's Holy Grail, everybody plays multiple characters. John Cleese plays multiple characters. So that's how we have it. The Knights of the Round Table and Patsy all play other characters within. And so that adds some humor to it, because you're like, didn't I just see Dylan there and now Dylan's dressed like this? Yes.
I love that. Love it. Hugh Fristo says, leave your brain at home. I love that. Incredible. And then he also says most of the actors are also leaving their brains at home.
Yeah.
Okay. Shots fired. Okay.
The brains are fried. There was a lot.
The brains are fried. Yeah.
I said before, the heroes of this show are the ensemble. Like there's not a time
tell us
for
more
these.
About that.
Yeah, I've been in the ensemble of musicals, and it's so fun because You sit back and hang out with your friends for 10 minutes, mess around in the wings, and then you come on and do your thing, and then you go back. Yeah. These guys do not stop moving. They have numerous dances. Guys have learned to tap dance. They've never tap danced before. When they're not on stage, they're changing into new costumes. They're running around like crazy. It's like they put in the work, and you can tell it looks great, and they're also exhausted. But they're the glue that holds this whole thing together. Our ensemble is made up of people that have all played leads in other shows, and that's what makes the ensemble just so good.
I was telling Jax last night that sitting on the stump during one of the scenes, just watching them all come out and smiling and rocking it, it took everything to stay in character, not just being with just, yeah.
You know? That is amazing. I love that because like in our promo photos that we've shared on social media, you're seeing like 8 people.
Yeah.
But this is a cast of what, 21, 22 people.
22. Yeah.
22.
And according to Brooks, this is the glue that's holding everything together. So I love hearing that. And I love that these ensemble members are working their butts off like that, because you're so right. In musicals, typically the ensemble is like pops in and then they go back and they're having fun backstage and then they pop in again, but not this time.
Which is
it's just like having candy, like a lot of candy, your favorite candies, and it never goes away. It's always there in this show.
And Travis Tidmore doesn't even have time to mess with me from off stage like he likes to do. So Travis doesn't even have time to do that because he's too busy. And it's a real disappointment.
Well, you know what's going to happen now that you said that.
Yeah.
He's going to
he's trying. He's already tried, but he's got to change costumes. He'll come out.
He's plotting right now how he can get
I know he is.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so Brooks, your brother Jason is making his ALT debut tonight.
Yes.
What has this process been like, bringing your brother into the ALT fold and performing alongside him?
It's funny because he is, he's not an actor, hasn't ever done anything like this, but he memorized Monty Python's Holy Grail, I think word for word.
Oh my gosh!
When he was 8th or 9th grade, so he just it's his movie and it's his humor. So I think he's had a whole lot of fun just coming and seeing how it's fun watching him realizing all that goes into. You don't really know what goes into a musical till you do it. And then this week he's realized, oh man, didn't even think about the costumes and the props and the backstage choreography, which is just as important as the on stage stuff. And so it's been pretty fun watching him. He's got the voices down. He's been doing them since we were in high school. So so it's been pretty fun. It's been pretty fun watching him trying to figure it all out and having to dance. He's never done that. So that's pretty funny.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love it. Malia says, Jason Boyett is a natural. We were weeks into rehearsals before I realized this was his first ALT show. I love that, Malia. Thank you for sharing that. And Jason himself says, I am learning so much. I am sweating so much. Oh, Jason, we're so glad to have you in the ALT family now. Welcome. We're kind of like, it's like baptism by fire, I guess, for this show for you guys. But we're so glad that you're here. Okay, Gabe, you are a true ALT warrior. Both of you are always lending a hand at work calls, and we're most recently on the production team for Rent. But your first show was Elf, right?
Yes.
Followed by These Shining Lives. Very different vibes from Spamalot. Different feels.
Yes.
So what has this process playing the lead in Spamalot been like for you now that you're on stage front and center?
Honestly, I underestimated how much work it was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
I've never had a role like this. Elf and These Shining Lives, it was a few back and forth dialogue scenes, but this is all the time.
Yeah.
So the main thing for me is to not, and thank you, Jennifer Akins, for helping me get out of my head. And several others have done the same, but it's just, boy, this is a big deal, Don't screw up all that stuff. So, but what's really helped me too is, just being surrounded with such strong actors like Brooks and Kristen and Kyle and Hugh and Travis and all of them, very supportive. And then plus it helps that I'm a lifelong Holy Grail fan. So that really helped me to, because I just loved how Graham Chapman played King Arthur. It's just so dry. He gets so frustrated when things don't go his way. And so, and then you've got Tim Curry who did the Broadway version. And so I'm trying to take those two guys. And so hopefully what I have created as my version of King Arthur will be, a hit, I hope. But
Gabe's version of King Arthur is very funny. He makes me laugh every night. He's got a character there that's great.
That's high praise coming from another lifelong Monty Python fan.
Yeah.
I love that. And Ruth Scherman says, "Go Gabe."
It's my Aunt Ruth. Love you, Ruth.
Thank you for your comment, Ruth. Okay, so Brooks, you were most recently seen absolutely killing it in The Play That Goes Wrong, another slapstick comedy. So how are these shows alike and how are they different?
Yeah, I mean, I'm tired. Yeah, I normally won't do two shows, but I knew if Spamalot was on the docket for this year, I was going to audition no matter what. So this one it's so different from the Play That Goes Wrong was just, for me, was very line heavy and, tight. There was danger involved in that. Blocking had to be precise and the line delivery had to be precise for different things happening. This one has been, I don't have that many. So much of what I do in this one is Patsy's physical comedy and reaction, and then some big singing numbers, which I don't normally. I do plays. I don't do musicals, so there's some big singing numbers and dancing that I have to do. So in some ways, this role's been easier than The Play That Goes Wrong. In others, it's been so much harder because it's just so exhausting and tiring and thinking 3 steps ahead of I've got to go do this. Know where props are going to be and where my costume changes are going to be and all that. A lot of times you think comedies are so fun and they are so fun, but this one and Play That Goes Wrong, the thing they have similar is they're both so much work and you have to be so serious about them to make the comedy work. You can't screw around. Like there's the focus that's got to be there. Is a thing. People like, you must be having so much fun. Almost. We're almost going to be having. I think in a couple days we're going to be. Yeah, okay. Right now it's like, hold on to the reins and let's go. That's where they're similar.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've always felt like comedy is more difficult on stage than drama is, just because it takes such a level of commitment to the material that you're doing to be able to get what you're hoping to get from the audience. And if you don't, especially in something like this, if you don't commit to it, it's all about the commitment.
Yeah, you can't really, the key is, I think with comedy is you want people to laugh, but your character has to feel what they're saying, and be the character saying it, and just let that line delivery do the work rather than trying to do some crazy song and dance for it. So there's you play the character the way the character should say it, and it's going to get a laugh. And so you
totally like, it can't just be about the bit. It has to be, there has to be motivation behind it for the bit to work.
Right. That's why Gabe's portrayal of King Arthur is so funny, because he is just King Arthur is so serious about what's happening, and there's just so much absurdity happen, and that's what makes it funny.
Yeah, I love that. Aunt Ruth says, "Love you."
Love you back.
And Barb says, "Gabe, you were part of a state-winning play and all-star cast. Rumor has it your frying bacon imitation is Oscar-worthy. No need to be scared."
Oh, thanks, Barb.
I love that support. Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay, so now that we've chatted a little bit, it definitely feels like, from what I've heard of this show, that it's about just sitting back, having a great time. We have enough things to be stressed and worried about in the world. And I personally welcome an evening of ridiculousness into my life. Does that sound about right?
Yes.
But then I'll think
we all need it right now. We all need it.
Yeah.
But on top of that, you have Kristen Lloyd, who plays the Lady of the Lake, which is just like the songs. Like we're always laughing because we're like, no matter what happens, this show's legitimate because Kristen is in it, and she sings so well and beautifully in this.
Yeah.
She just has these big song numbers that are also parodies of big song numbers, but she's so good. And so you're going to see tap dancing and perform. That's like, this is good theater and a beautiful set that David Walsh did. And so there's, in the midst of all the silliness, there's like real good stuff on the stage. So it's not just silliness. It's like, at least Kristen makes us look like a professional.
At least Kristen legitimizes the show.
Yeah, that's a great point, Brooks. You know, we don't want everybody to think we're just going to be goofing off and it's going to be a big mess up on stage.
Sure.
There are the dancing, the singing, just all of it. It's a solid show. It'll fill all your theater buckets.
And I have to say, I'm so glad, Brooks, that you mentioned David Walsh's set, because y'all aren't going to believe this set. It is so beautiful. There are so many cool, intricate things about it, lighting and details. And I'm so excited for our audiences to see this set for sure.
Yeah, it's inspired by Terry Gill. It's inspired by Terry Gilliam, one of the members of Monty Python, and his art was always a part of it's a part of Holy Grail and all their stuff they've done. So it's inspired by that. So if you're a Monty Python fan, you're going to know and recognize it immediately. I think.
See, that's what I love about ALT is that we're bringing there. When you walk into our theater, there are so many aspects of creativity happening in the building, from the sets to the lights, to the sound design, to the music, to the acting, to the costumes. Like everywhere you look, there are little pieces of creativity that a ton of work went into everywhere you look. So it's worth the price of admission for sure, in my opinion, for all that you're getting and things that you may not even think about or really notice. But when you leave, what you're appreciating are things that you may not even understand that you're fully appreciating and the work that went into it. So, Jeff Wyrick says, as transformative as the Rent set was, this set is up there with it. So much depth and detail, so many layers, and a really expensive forest.
Expensive forest.
And Jeff also, no, that was Hugh that said that, but Jeff Wyrick says, my boy's right here.
Jeff Wyrick. Who doesn't love Jeff Wyrick?
I mean, what a guy. What a guy. Let's look at a few promo pics that we've shared on our social media, but people might not have seen if you haven't looked. I mean, these are what got me excited about the show because, I mean, come on, look at these pictures. You can see the level of commitment in the photos. Look at
we mentioned the costumes. There's so many wigs in this show too.
There we go. I love it.
That's it.
Oh, Patsy.
That's the one.
My king.
Suitable for framing. Suitable. Yeah. Put it on the mantle, Brooks. Blow it up.
We do that a lot. I've told Gabe, any entrances or if we enter in the wrong place, it's his fault. I just follow him. We have to enter. We're in almost every scene. We have to enter from somewhere, and wherever Gabe goes, I've got to follow him. It's up to him.
I just wish I could see more of your faces. I wish I could just turn around more and just watch your faces.
That's all I do. Like, I don't say a lot.
Nicole says, coming tonight. Can't wait.
Yay.
So glad, Nicole. So glad that you're coming. Okay, before we head out, is there anything else you guys want people to know before they come and see the show, what you want them to take away, et cetera, et cetera?
Well, I just kind of want to hit on what you kind of mentioned, Annika, of everything that goes into this show. So we started rehearsals, March 9th, and here we are already getting ready to do a performance. But the steps to get there, all the things that had to get there, all the people involved, the tech, Jason, the production team, Jennifer, Sean, everybody, all the performers, and just all the best behind the scenes work. The magic is just, I just hope that people can come out and watch the show and just marvel at not just the performances on stage, but everything that happens behind us to get us there, all the support that we have to be able to do our jobs on stage. It's a huge collaboration. And I want to thank everybody that's been a part of this show for that.
Yeah.
Well said. What about you, Brooks?
Yeah. I mean, Sean's had to work with a bunch of middle-aged guys that don't, he's had to shape us all into dancers, and he's almost done it.
You're almost
there. But
you've got a few more hours.
Yeah, we've got a few more hours to get there. No, I'm with Gabe. Just the production team, Sean and Jennifer, along with Jason and Sarah and everybody that's put this thing together. There's a lot that goes into it to create what this is. This is we say this is Amarillo Little Theater, and we're putting on as I remember one time Alan Shankles said in the first musical I did, this look during one earlier rehearsal, and he said, this looks like community theater, and we don't want to look like good community theater. We want to look like good theater. And that's what, and that's Spamalot. That's what this show is. It does, you think community theater, what you're going to see, hopefully is high quality performance. And I think it is.
I'm so excited to see it. I really can't wait. Travis Tidmore says some of us are doing better than others.
Travis
you're rocking it, buddy.
Worth the price of admission. Watch that guy tap dance. He's got it down.
And Kaylin says, I can't wait to sit in the audience and say, I painted that shrubbery.
Great job, Kaylin.
I love that. That is one of the things I love about community theater is like all the different members of the community who might not otherwise know each other, who come together, and whether you're on stage or off stage, contributing to this project that everybody worked so hard on and presenting it to other members of the community who get to enjoy it and then go home and talk about it. It's so exciting. And Travis Tidmore says, to be clear, I wasn't saying I was one of the good ones. And Ben Berg says, it definitely took a lot to get that baby giraffe out, but we've now cleaned up the afterbirth, and that baby giraffe is not only walking, but running. No,
Ben Berg, you are right.
But again, that goes to my point of our ensemble. Ben was brilliant as Buddy the elf, and he's in the ensemble. We've got guys that could carry the show. He could carry the show as a lead. And he's in that's just how the level of talent with this show is anybody that's in the ensemble could be out front doing all our roles, and it would not drop a bit.
That's amazing. I love that level of commitment from everybody involved. Okay, so you want to make sure to get your tickets. If you haven't already, you can get tickets, buy one, get one free for tonight's performance, which starts at 7:30 p.m. at the Alan Shankles main stage. You can call our box office until 5 p.m. at 806-355-9991, or go to our website, AmarilloLittleTheater.org, to get your tickets. Definitely do that if you haven't already. If you can't come tonight, tomorrow night's pretty much sold out. You can get tickets for Saturday night. Highly recommend. Great way to spend your weekend. Definitely do that. You can, when you're here, you can enter our raffle to win a Spamarillo swag bag, as well as a super cool painting by local artist Malin Huntley. And this swag bag is filled with tons of local Amarillo merch. Really cool things. If you love Amarillo, you're going to love this swag bag. Trust me, it is so, so cool. Get yourself a specialty cocktail or not, and get ready to laugh your butts off. We definitely want you to get tickets to see this show. I think we have one more comment. Hugh Fristo says, what a picture you've painted, Ben. A true artist.
And I would add that it is a little PG-13-ish. If you've got kids, there's some PG-13 things in there.
Good to know. Always good to know. But definitely get your tickets to see this show. If talking to Brooks and Gabe hasn't encouraged you to see the show, I don't know what to tell you. I am so excited. I'm going to watch Monty Python and the Holy Grail, Brooks, I promise, before I see the show next week. I really want to thank you both for joining me on such a busy week. And I want to wish you break a leg tonight and all weekend. I'm so excited for y'all.
I'm very pumped. This is going to be fun.
It's going to be so much fun. I'm so proud of you guys, and I had so much fun talking to you. And I hope you have a great run of the show.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Annika.
Annika.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for watching Thursdays at 3, and we'll talk to you guys next Thursday. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.